Hello and welcome to Firearm Freedom. This is going to be part 3 and the final part to this crazy review of the LCP2 here. Now, if you haven't already seen part 1 and 2, I will link the videos in the description below. Just go ahead and give those a watch. I know all of you are probably wondering, if you've been following the series, is the gun fixed? Does it work? Did I fix it? And we will find out right now. Let's wait for the reset. There it is, guys. So, the gun is fixed. I am so pumped that it is finally fixed. This entire crazy series is over. I never imagined this little gun to be such a problem child. So, as the range day went yesterday, I fired 177 rounds total. Pretty much all of that was with the SIG Elite Performance ammunition. This was one of the highest quality ammunition that I could find in my gun shop that I work at. This is made in the USA and it is extremely high quality target ammunition. I went through 150 rounds of these, a box of 20 of the Elite Performance defensive ammo from SIG, the 380 defensive ammo. Again, really high quality stuff. And then I went through the rest of the Federal HSTs that I had. The gun performed much, much better. I have completely fixed the spring. So if you haven't seen the other video, the problem mainly, the trigger was basically just not functioning at all. It was just flopping back and forth. And that was because the trigger spring, which is right in here, actually was bent improperly. My guess is from the factory. I have a picture that I'll put right now of the old spring on the top and the new spring that was sent to me by Ruger that we put in at the shop where I work. And you can see a very, very slight but a different bend in the two, and that different bend was causing it at any given point. It basically would pop off the little bar that it's supposed to be on and flip facing straight up towards the sky. Once we swapped out that trigger spring, all was well. The gun was firing again. I've been dry firing it to make sure that the trigger is working properly, and it has been, and obviously I had no dead trigger issues at the range. Another thing that I did was actually switch out the recoil spring, thanks to one of you guys in the comments, to a Wolf 11-pound recoil spring. So that actually helped mitigate the recoil just a little bit more, but also I believe it helped with the functioning and the reliability of the little LCP here. It was not all sunshine and rainbows at the range. I experienced 4 failures to eject with this high quality premium USA made ammunition. So I've tried so many other ammunition manufacturers now up until this point, and a lot of you guys have been voicing your opinions in the comments about specific ammunition. And again, we see here that it's still having failures to extract with the ammunition. I do believe the reason it was having those failures to extract was that it was about 90 degrees out minus humidity. So it felt like about 100 degrees out yesterday at the range, and I got this little gun hot. The first 50 rounds went 110%. No issues, shot great. I was actually having good accuracy with it, and I was really, really pumped about that. After the 50 rounds, I did not give the gun a break as far as putting it aside, letting it cool off. The slide was hot to the touch. I did not have something to gauge the temperature, but I mean, it was hot to the point where you could not even pinch it like that at all. It was very hot. And what I think happened was that the brass potentially expanded slightly in the chamber because of such excess heat. For whatever reason, it just caused the casings to get stuck in the gun itself and not want to extract. So let's really get to the point with where I'm at with this little gun here. I'm 100% fine with where it's at right now. I have this gun for such a small, minuscule purpose in the collection, and that is to carry with me as a pocket gun when my other full-size gun is within arm's reach or maybe a couple feet away in a bag. This is basically a gun to allow me to have something over nothing. This is, in my opinion, not a gun that is made for overseas in Afghanistan or Iraq. This is not a gun made for any sort of police or military alike. It is a gun made for that extremely minuscule purpose, which is as a gun to give you something over nothing. And in my opinion, because of that, because I've had no problems firing before the gun gets hot or when the gun's not in any stressful situation as far as getting beat on or anything like that, I'm perfectly fine with carrying it because I'm very confident that it will at least get through the first 2 magazines if needed 100%. Now again, do not look at this. I would not recommend this as an all-day, everyday carry that you want to take with you to hell and back. It is just not designed for that. Am I upset about that? Yeah, absolutely. I think there's other 380s out there that are designed for that really can be that to hell and back pistol if you want it to be. It's definitely ammo picky. It's not a gun that's going to be, you know, again, able to run anything and everything you put through it. It's just not going to be like that. So if you're looking for a gun like that, I would not go with the LCP2 here. I know a lot of you guys are going to be saying and telling me in the comments down there that the aftermarket recoil spring was causing the failure to extract. So I went ahead and put in the original factory recoil spring for the last 45 rounds. And lo and behold, it had a failure to extract again with that recoil spring. And I also tried multiple different magazines and it still had the same problem. Again, only 4 times out of 177. I would have liked it to be 0, but it is what it is, guys. I'm telling you the truth. This little gun has now had 500 rounds through it. In those 500 rounds, it's been a little bit of a mess. You guys have been following along with that, but obviously we have it fixed now. But I think a lot of people out there just simply don't notice that these guns might have issues because they may only shoot 100 rounds. And when they see a video of somebody actually shooting these guns a lot, they tend to, you know, not really like it that much, and that's fine. But again, I would challenge all of you to at least put 300 rounds through its lifetime. I think if you do that, you can either get the peace of mind that it's 100%, and this one was just a dud that we got fixed up, or you might want to look into it a little bit further to see if your gun actually has issues or not. Since we fixed the trigger, I also fired another 50 rounds at the range where I work, which I don't have footage of, so that'll put it about 300 rounds post the trigger being fixed, which is why I'm very confident that the trigger is 100% now with no issues. This has been a crazy series, and it's been probably one of the most controversial on the channel, but I'm going to state again, guys, it is my job as a YouTube reviewer to test these guns fully, and I will always, no matter what, give you the 100% honest truth that I get with each and every different handgun or rifle or shotgun or whatever that I test on this channel. We got a couple more guns coming in inventory soon here that you'll see on the channel in a couple of weeks. Be sure to follow my social media accounts down in the description. There's Facebook and Instagram down there. It'll allow you to communicate with me and get kind of things before they come out on the YouTube channel, which is really nice. And as always, stay tuned for more great videos to come soon.